Hey Angie, happy Friday to you. I love Fridays. They're the best days ever. All right, I think I have this. We'll give it a few minutes for everybody to come in and then we'll get going on pressing this memory pillow. I don't know how many people will get. Kind of an odd time on a Friday afternoon, so we'll see. We'll give it a few minutes nevertheless, where this was kind of spur of the moment. Just getting a few more things ready. We'll give it a few more minutes to let people jump on. I apologize for this being so spontaneous, but I felt like I gypped you guys last night, and so I had this project to do, so I figured I'd bring you on to watch me do it. Hey Roxanne, how are you? All right, so we'll kind of jump on, get going, and then hope more people come on. Tonight I had a physical product order for a memory pillow for one of my customers who had a family member lose a dog. And so you know how we feel about our fur babies. So they asked me to make one of these. So if you guys have seen these before, these are just the memory panel pillows. I believe they come in 6 and 9 squares. These are the 9 squares. And so I was just going to show you what I'm going to do. So if any of you have anyone that's on here, there's only 2 of you on here. Have any of you, either of you, done a memory pillow or used these for any type of project in the past. I use these a ton for, I do a lot of graduation pillows with these, and they tend to do really, really well. So one thing that I hate about these though, I'm going to bring you down to see if you can see, is I hate seeing the ink on the side of the paper, or on the side. I hate when you see that overflow of ink. So what I like to do is I like to tape off my squares. It's a little bit extra work, but to me it's worth it because it stops that bleed from happening. So I go through and you can see I did it with this first one, and let me untape. So I have one of my squares that I've already done, look at this cute dog. Already done one square on. So I'm going to take off this top. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to leave it and just tape it and pull it all off at once. So I always tape across. I tend to run a big long strip down each one, and then what you'll find is that may make your fabric lay a little bit awkward. So when I do the whatever strip doesn't have the long one, then I just cut those a little bit shorter so that I don't so that I can make sure it's laid smoothly, so it's not going to affect the press. I hate the bleed. It drives me crazy. So you just take a little bit, and this is just 1/4 inch heat press tape, so it's not going to affect your substrate. And I just tape them off. Make sure before you do that, I had done some prep before, so make sure when it's like this and you haven't taped anything, make sure you lint roll it, pre-press it, the whole 9 yards. The other thing to remember with these is that you need to give these ones, I got these from Single J's. They're super flat, and I love that because you don't have much of a seam to worry about, but you still have to worry about your zipper. So just make sure if you have the ability with your press to hang, if you can see my zipper is hanging off the side, so that it's not going to cause any unevenness in my press. If you're unable to do that, then get a pressing pillow or a light mat that you can put underneath it so that it doesn't throw off your pressure. So I did my long ones before I jumped on. I was just gonna show you the finished product, but then I thought, geez, I'm already doing it. I might as well just jump on and show y'all. Since I gypped you last night. I get quite a few orders. It's amazing. These memory type things seem to do really well in my area. So again, just some ideas. Baby stat pillows would be fun on these. Graduation is a huge thing with these, and they tend to do very well. I usually sell several each year. And they're not that hard to do. The most time-consuming part of it is, yeah, that's a good idea too, Roxanne. The most time-consuming part is doing this. So like Roxanne said, you could do just a white pillow, and then just in when you lay it out, just put thick borders around each of your pictures, so that pretty soon you have a white out or a black out behind your pictures, or whatever color you want to do. And you don't have to do this. For me, I'm super picky. And so that bleed really bothers me. But if it doesn't bother you and you think it's okay, then you don't have to do this. That is extremely... Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay, do you have any of these paneled blankets? Or these paneled pillows? Not blankets, I'm sorry. Clearly, I should have done a few more of these before I brought you onto camera and then just showed you as I was wrapping up. So I apologize for taking your time with tediousness. But you will find that it's well worth it at the end. And I just healed from my burn last week, and it looks like I'm going to have another one to go with it. No problem, Lindsay. I just wanted to make sure if you had them that we were letting the people know that you did. Lindsay did get in a whole bunch of new things though, so make sure you guys check out her website to see what she has. She has a lot of new stuff. All right, so that's my last square to tape off. And what I'm going to do with these, you could just do pictures on every single one. I kind of like to mix mine up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do pictures. I have 6 pictures, so I'm going to do pictures here, 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 and then in these 3 I'm going to have some little sentimental things. So we're going to go ahead and stick this one here. And then just put a little piece on each side of tape. You also could use, you absolutely could use some adhesive spray as well, and that would work just fine. The biggest thing is to make sure that your pictures are right side up, because I have done it where you do the pillow and you get it all done and you pull it off in your picture sideways, and that really sucks. So now I've made myself second guess, but he's on straight. So then I have these 3 little sentiment things. Hey, Karen. Very nice. I would love to see it. That I'm going to do in between the pictures. Do they do well in your area, Karen? They do so well in mine. So I lied to you guys. I actually missed this whole bottom row. So we're gonna hurry and fix that real quick. Karen, what do you do with yours? Are they mainly like family? I have found like that what also does well is, yes, advertising helps. I have found that what that also does well is like for grandparents that live out of town or around Mother's Day, the pillows. I don't know if you've seen the comfort pillows that I've done. I'll post them tonight so you can see. They always do really well. Yes, I need to get better at advertising. I'm neglecting my physical product group, so I'm trying to be better about that. All right, so we'll just do the last of the pictures and then and sorry for this being so early. Dan and I are going to try to go and have a little date night tonight. So trying to get this done early. All right, you guys, and I've already preset my pressure with these. You're going to want light to medium pressure. And then just make sure you have your cover sheet. I'm going to press for 400 for 60 seconds. And again, like I say every time, know your equipment because, for instance, my press runs hot, so I actually set it at 385. Yes, Karen, I do a lot of memorial type pillows. They seem to do well. So what are you guys up to on your Friday? You doing something fun for the weekend? Hopefully you are. All right, I'm gonna hurry and grab my heat gloves real quick. Oh, nice. I would love, throw up a picture when you finish them in the group. I'd love to see them. Yes, Roxanne, I am very excited to have a night away. And these press really, really nice. get my designs off and then I'll pull it out and finish taking the rest of the tape off so you can see that it doesn't hurt the tape. But as you can see, those press really, really nice. And they make a beautiful memorial gift or graduation. Really nice for graduation gifts, and I will show you some that I've done in the past. And it's usually just getting one end of the heat tape off, and then it all comes up pretty easy. But I have no the thing I love about it is you get it done and you'll see there's no bleeding onto the edges. And that makes all the little extra, I mean, it took me maybe at the very most 5 minutes to tape it up, and it makes it completely worth it just not to have the bleed out on them. At least for me it does. So you can see there's no bleed out on the edges, and that makes it really, really nice. So this is a 16 by 16 pillow. I generally do the 18 by 18 insert, so it's nice and fluffy. And then remember to wrap it with either a logo card. I usually do tulle and then tie it with my logo card on it so that you make sure you're trademarking or branding your business as well. Because you never know who this is going to touch hands with. And I've had people that, for instance, I left an order out on my porch because I knew the lady was going to be there to get it any minute. And this was like right in the middle of the beginning of COVID. And I was working as an oncology nurse, and so very fragile, very vulnerable patients. And so I didn't meet face to face with anyone if I could avoid it. And I had my pillow, I had my card taped to it, and the FedEx guy saw it, and I ended up getting 5 or 6 orders from that. So you just never know who's going to come in contact with your work. So here is this. Again, the pillow blanks I got from Single J's Sublimation. Really easy. The whole project took me maybe, yes, stickers on everything. I love it, Roxanne. The whole project took me maybe 15 minutes. So very easy. One of those really easy to make. And then what I'm going to do very last, because you can still see where my tape line, so I'm just going to run over it with the lint roller again, and that will get rid of all of those tape lines. And that's just like if you do a blanket and you tape it down, you'll see those press marks until you roll it. It's the same thing with these. So you lint roll it and those tape lines just disappear. It's just from having the pressure of the press on it. So there you go. Thank you for joining me. Sorry last night was kind of a disaster, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great night.